Okay, hello there, Pipe Pals. How are you doing? And I am back. And yes, this is a kind of a, well, it is a special video. It's going to be kind of like an early, this is the TSC Week 7 update. Not a whole lot to report on that. Just kind of, kind of maybe put the videos up here and there. And just kind of, just talk about it. I think I gave it the good old yeoman's effort this week, but this week was just kind of one of those weeks where, kind of went through the motions, and well, at least I'm still on the horse, but we didn't really go very fast this week. I hope to make up for some lost gains and lost efforts next week. So this week, just kind of, it is what it is, and there we go. But I am here tonight because I'm going to talk to you about something kind of exciting. I'm excited about it. And that is, and again, we still got, we'll do a pipe video here in just a moment. We are doing a pipe video, but this is something that I have been looking at. By the way, I think I'm more in the frame than I was last time. Last time I was using my iPhone 8 Plus, but I was trying to do a 4K. For right now, I think we're going to just have to hold off on 4K because the processing time is just really, it's kind of a little, my machines are just, I mean, they can do it, but it almost takes forever in a day to do that, which is interesting because I just got tonight, picked up the GoPro Hero 6 Black Edition, and the reason why I'm kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I'm a little bit, at this point, a little bit ambivalent is because I've seen some people that I, watched that guy in Scotland, Dom Bauer, who's also into fitness and exercising and running and Vibram 5 fingers, and he got a GoPro Hero 6. But the funny thing was he had a video, and I'm just watching another video by another disgruntled person who, when they found out GoPro came up with the Hero 6, I mean, the Hero 5 came out just less than a year ago, and it came out with the Karman drone, which I was also able to get a few months back. And so, anyway, Dom was very incredulous, kind of thinking, oh, come on, this is a ripoff. You guys just came out with the Hero 5 not too long ago, and now you come out with Hero 6. Okay, well, the thing is that 2 videos later, I see that Dom Bauer gets a GoPro Hero 6 after he kind of lampooned it. However, that being said, the reason that I was convinced to get this is because a lot of the other videos, including some recent videos of Dom Bauer's and other people who were originally very skeptical and very critical of this product, have come back and have shown incredible pictures. Now, not only incredible pictures with the new GoPro Hero 6, but the one thing that I have always just been frustrated about the GoPro is the audio. The audio was poo-poo. And so the last few videos that I've seen show this camera now with absolutely crystal clear audio on a GoPro. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop this recording with the iPhone, and I'll be back with the new GoPro 6. Let's see what the comparison is all about. Okay, I'm thinking that we're recording now with the new Hero 6 Black Addiction. Black Addiction. Black Addiction. I like it. Kind of feels like a black addiction there. But anyway, got the old Robert Burns Macaulay pipe going. Kind of finishing up the pipe tobacco I started last night. The McBaron's plum cake. Okay, so again, the reason why I elected to get this GoPro 6, which I was a little bit, just in case I am a little bit low, just in case, I'm sure I'm not now. Actually, I was thinking I was a little bit chinned, my chin got cut off on the last one. But because this is a wide angle shot, this should be working out pretty good. So the reason why I purchased this camera, although I was a little bit, kind of a little bit miffed at the fact that I had just gotten the GoPro 5 a few months ago. And maybe I was a little late to that party, but still, my very first GoPro was the GoPro Hero 3, Black Edition, I think it was. And the reason why this is a little canted is because I got it plugged in. I'm charging it because the battery, just put the battery in. That was one thing I was a little bit nervous about. I opened up the case and there was no battery in the GoPro. And I started panicking because I had opened the box and I took out the GoPro, put in the SD card, and then all of a sudden I realized, wait a minute, there's no battery. And then I looked in the clear case and I'm going, wait a minute, they didn't come with a battery? I can't believe it. And I realized, no, that can't be. Then I went back, of course, to the stand, which is an actual box, obviously, and had the cable and the battery and all the little GoPro, stuff. I know they have, you have GoPro stickers. Look at that. So anyway, found all that, was able to charge it up, and Bob's your uncle, Sally's your aunt. And there we go. But the thing that convinced me were three things. One, the audio. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully this is all working out pretty good. I don't have it in a case now, so sometimes the case was sort of the culprit, would kind of block the camera. I mean the audio, the mic. And not only that, but they also have some pretty darn good stabilization. Now, they claim it is on par, I guess that's a relative term, on par with the GoPro gimbal, the Karma stick, which you can also use in the Karma drone. So you can use the, well, actually the stick, the gimbal, well, actually the actual gimbal piece is used either in the Karma drone or the Karma stick. So, and I was, one of the reasons why I was kind of hesitant about getting the GoPro 6 was because I thought that this camera was slightly a different physical engineered design, and it wouldn't quite fit in the Karma drone or the Karma stick gimbal. And I thought, well, I'm not going to go out and buy a whole new package just for the camera. That's not what I'm going to do. And so anyway, I found out that actually the 6 will fit in the gimbal, and the gimbal will still fit in the Karma drone and the Karma stick. So hey, Bob's your uncle, Sally's your aunt. So I saw some tests online, and again, even the skeptical Scotsman Dom Bauer, in his Vibram 5 fingers, in his GoPro Hero 6, basically kind of was singing a different tune after he, I guess he went out and purchased one. I mean, sometimes I guess if you really dislike something, or you kind of have something against, it's almost like the people that convert to something are the ones who are the biggest opponents. They have the, I don't know what it is. It's funny that way. So anyway, got this, and but again, the audio hopefully is a whole lot better than most most GoPro cameras have been, and also the stabilization, which I'm not testing it obviously now, but the color separation. Every video I've seen that has compared the GoPro 5 with the GoPro 6, I have to say, oh my gosh, that color and the crystal clear separation of the color spectrum is like, wow, that's pretty realistic. I mean, it's even better than the 5. I mean, it really is. It's noticeably better. Now, sometimes you kind of tell yourself, well, I think it looks a little clearer. I think it looks a little more, better color balance. I think, you kind of talk yourself into making a purchase after you spend the money to try to justify it. Well, every video that I've seen that has compared the 5 and the 6, there is no doubt that the 6 has a better color temperature in all of the different videos that I've seen. It's clearer, it's sharper, the colors are true to life. And I'm like going, oh my gosh, that's fantastic. So those 3 things. So audio, stabilization, and the new True Tone color spectrum, whatever you want to call it, is like, well, you know what? It's an incremental increase, but it's enough to where you say you can see and hear and experience a different camera. So I decided, okay, you got me. It'd just be like, finding a new pipe. When you think that, you can't find another pipe that would be as better than the one you have and the one you've always loved, and you find a pipe that's it smokes great, good draw, good temperature, dispensation, aesthetically it's something you enjoy. Your tobacco actually tastes better, or you have a different experience with some of your more favorite tobaccos. It can happen. It can happen. And that's why some people do prefer certain brands, whether they're Missouri Meerschaums or Dunhill with the little legacy white dot. People, or Petersons with the P-lip system. Or it could be just a YouTube pipe carver that has created a work of art for you, and you just absolutely love this pipe. It draws well, breathes well, smokes well, it burns well. It just everything. You couldn't imagine a better pipe, and yet there could be a better pipe out there. Just saying. But you'll never know unless you try it out. And right now, did I bring my? I didn't bring my, or did I? I didn't. Got a little gurgle going. But that's to be expected. I don't know about you, but most of my bent pipes are notorious for gurgling. They get quite juicy sometimes. I'll have to say that. So anyway, you're probably, hearing some bird sounds from this video and last video in the background. And no, I'm not in a park. And no, you're not hearing things. And no, it's not a soundtrack per se. What it is, it goes with these Hue Phillips smart bulbs that are color sensitive. You can change the colors of the bulbs. And I have several of those throughout the house. And they are, maybe I can show this. Hey Siri, turn off the lights.
Okay, most of the lights are off. The Hue lamp 10 and Hue lamp 11 are not responding.
Hey Siri, turn on the lights.
Okay, most of the lights are now on. The Hue lamp 10 and Hue lamp 11 are not responding.
Okay. And I don't know if my little sound link will come back on or not. Yeah, anyway, maybe it got rid of the bird sound for a little while. So anyway, just kind of playing with all this tech stuff. Some of it is stuff I have acquired over the last couple of years that I've never really been able to kind of figure out how to make it work. Like my little my sound link. Now it just came back on. I got that as a promotional gift. It's a Bose SoundLink. And, you know, it sounded great as far as the concept was. I was just buying a smartphone. I was buying an Apple, I think it was my iPhone 4S, or I think maybe, was it the Apple 5? iPhone 5? Probably was iPhone 5. It was the first one, I think, that had the Touch ID. And so they said, oh, we're giving away the special Bose SoundLink little speaker, and you know, it's Bluetooth, and you can set it up in your room somewhere, and you know, you can connect your phone to it and everything. And I'm like going, oh, okay. So I played with it a couple of times. I didn't have the success and that I was thinking it was going to do, and I just thought, well, you know, I kept it. And then I got another one about a year or two later to do video presentations, because I needed a portable speaker. And the other one I didn't think worked very well. I couldn't quite figure it out. To be honest with you, sometimes it was like, well, it wasn't working. It wasn't working with the phone, or it wasn't working with what I needed it to do. So anyway, long story short was, maybe it was the Bluetooth, was an older style Bluetooth software or whatever, and it just wasn't seeing the SoundLink anyway. So I kind of just, you know, I kept it, and obviously it still works. And so the next big tech thing that I'm probably going to get, that I'm actually looking forward to, is the HomePod. The HomePod. By the way, I wanted to say, I'm very sad to say this, that the iPod has died and gone to Apple heaven, I guess. I guess a lot of people don't know that, but those wonderful little iPods that made Apple so wonderful, they are now have been relegated to the dustbin of Apple history. Now, that's not to say you still can't buy them on eBay, and you can still find them in some, you know, other tech type stores like Staples, and, you know, maybe some of those other stores. But I know the Best Buy here has pretty much sold out of them. The little iPod Shuffle, the little one that looked like a little small little tab of some kind, you know, almost kind of looked like this, you know, a little iPod Shuffle, and you stick it on your clothes. Go for a run. Anyway, those are all gone. But so anyway, I'm getting ready for the HomePod, and basically it's going to be just like these Bluetooth speakers. I guess it's going to use the A2 wireless thing now, so it'll be more dependable. And it's supposed to be kind of like a quasi Apple Alexis, so it's more than just a speaker, a portable Bluetooth speaker or Wi-Fi speaker. And you're supposed to be able to add it to your existing home sounds theater stuff, so it might be interesting to see what those are like. So I've wanted to get an Alexis, what is it, the Amazon, is it Amazon? Allegra or Alexa, that unit where you can talk to it, and pretty much it's kind of like a digital assistant that you have in supposedly more sophisticated than Siri, although Siri seems to be getting kind of a little more mature now. So actually it was kind of a fluke that this little I have these two wireless, these Bluetooth speakers. One's the Bose and one's a JVC, I think it is. Anyway, so I've had them, and it wasn't until the other day that for some reason I was just playing with it, and I thought, well, is this thing even, because I was plugged into the wall, and I said, well, is it charging? Anyway, I hit a button, and within a couple of seconds the radio came on. I'm going, what? Because I was playing the radio from my my iMac that I have over here. And all of a sudden, it transferred the audio to the Bluetooth, and it was like, whoa, this is really good sound. And it kind of fills the room more than just playing it off the computer, the iMac. So I thought, well, Isn't this interesting? So, I guess there was some updates to Bluetooth 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, or whatever. But anyway, so it kind of recognized this Bluetooth speaker and just started using it. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I thought, well, can I get the other Bluetooth speaker, the Bose one, to see if that would work? So anyway, I got this one over here playing the music, and then I thought, well, this got this little sound design thing with the lights, and I thought that was quite charming. And I said, wouldn't it be nice if you could put it through a nice speaker and see if it would fill up the room more than just playing it off the Apple iPhone? And it worked. So hey, Bob's your uncle, Sally's your aunt. So anyway, that's kind of my little technical digital life right now, and kind of it's kind of nice to when the things work, it's really enjoyable. I've been helping a friend doing a project, and so I've got my iPads out, and I've been learning on my own GarageBand on the iPad. And so iOS programs, even though they say GarageBand, and you think, oh, well, they're the same as they are on the OS on, say, a Mac. Well, they are and they aren't, and they're different. It's probably like identical twins in some ways. They got their own unique personalities, and they they do things a little bit differently. They look alike, but they're definitely different. And it's interesting and it's enjoyable learning, but sometimes it can be a bit frustrating. One of the things that I liked about Apple, now I'll probably end this video with this because I'm just kind of testing out the new GoPro. But I know some people, whether they like Apple, they hate Apple, they're indifferent to Apple, but they kind of wonder, well, why are you Apple people such, diehard fanatics or Apple sheep kind of thing? Why do you have such brand loyalty? And a lot of people will point out things like, say like the Samsung Note 8, I guess that's one of the newest Samsungs out. Tremendous smartphone. The Surface PowerBook or Surface Book 2 that just came out from Microsoft, where it's a detachable screen from your laptop, and it can, supposedly be kind of like a hybrid. It's like a tablet and a laptop all in one. Good concept. Again, I don't hate Microsoft, so don't hear me saying, oh, I hate Microsoft and anything that's Microsoft is evil and bad, and I'm an Apple person and only Apple products. No, that's not me at all. I have Windows 10 on my iMac 5K right over there. I mean, and I've used it, not a lot, but I use it to keep in parity with the Office. So, because everything's over there is Microsoft, as most offices are. So, so I have my toe still in the Microsoft world. And I was a Microsoft person for probably my first 10 years of computing. Built my own systems, my own rigs, and I enjoyed doing that. I think I've said that before. So those of you who think that I'm a person who hates things that are different than me, I'm really not. But and again, I have an appreciation and a respect for Microsoft. They do some really cool things. And again, some products like the Samsung Note 8, or is it the Galaxy Note 8? Again, I don't know if I got the right name for some of the right products, but by the way, this McBaron's plum cake, I have to say, is quite tasty. Let me ask you guys a question. For me, the real sweet part of a pipe is usually that last 1/3, 1/4. I don't know what it is. I call it the magic spot, and it just seems like all the flavors are right there, and you get maybe about 5-10 minutes of the intense flavors, the sweet flavors, or the really smoky flavors, whatever it is that you're going for in your pipe tobacco. They kind of live right in there, okay? The char light's good in its own way. the main body light, you know, and once it's going and burning well, it's okay. But that last little bit right there, to me, that's where all the flavors live. So, you know, let me know what you think about that one. I've never said that before, but it's true. But anyway, so you might say, well, getting back to my little tech discussion, my little tech diatribe here. So those individual products, yes, they are in some ways can be, I would even dare say, superior to, say, you know, the iPhone. This is the iPhone 7 Plus. I got this just a year ago, probably a year ago this month. It was jet black. I love this. I love this thing. I loved it, and I still do. Real quick, you know, some people think I'll probably go ahead and get an iPhone 10. If there was a really compelling reason to get an iPhone 10, I'd get an iPhone 10. But right now, I'm not 100% sure there's a real reason to get that. And the reason why I'm going to hold off this year is because I think because it's a brand new product and there's going to be problems. And I don't know we don't know what the problems are. They're supposedly shipping out 50,000, 40,000 units right now from China to get ready for the sale, the release. I guess the ordering date is October 27th. For those of you who want to maybe take a chance of trying to get an iPhone 10, good luck. It's a first generation product, and just kind of like the Apple Watch, I did eventually get an Apple Watch, maybe like 7-8 months later, and I got the first generation, I guess. Anyway, long story short is I was very happy with that product. I didn't think I wasn't sure if I was going to be happy with it, but I really was. I'm a big Apple Watch person now. Have been for the last 2.5 years. So, but anyway, so getting back to the original question about, you know, superior products versus Apple products, the reason why I stay with the Apple product line is because of their interconnectability, and you know, the ability to use the iPhone to record a video or audio, and then I can put it on an iPad Pro, I can put it on my MacBook Pro, I can put it on my iMac, my Mac Pros, and for the most part, I can still, they are like a family. I guess that's the thing, and they're a family. Some people like using the term ecosystem. That works too, and I think that it's getting a little bit tired. It's kind of becoming a trope, I think, but I mean, it's true, but I think it's there's just an interconnectability that I really like about the Apple products. You know, for example, I was doing digital audio using little Sony audio sticks, and I liked those a lot. But I tried a year ago to try to record an audio and then import it into my Mac, and it just won't do it. It just won't take it. It's completely different. And maybe there's a program I could use, and I tried for several hours trying to import an audio, and I couldn't do it. And it just refused. It says, sorry, we don't recognize this file format. Sorry. And so, you know, again, it's a superior product. I mean, I got it like maybe 10 years ago, and it's perfectly fine. I mean, with digital, there's hardly any wear and tear like there used to be with audio stuff, the audio tapes and things like that. But anyway, so the problem is, and I've said this before, is that a lot of the technology that we buy, it becomes obsolete before it becomes irreparable or broken. You know, again, iPods. I have like 4 iPods. I have like 2 iPod Nanos and two. I have my original iPod, It still works. You can still find places that'll put brand new batteries in them, and they're great. They can go for another 5 or 10 years. But the problem is that the software isn't really supported, and eventually they just won't run. You know, just like a original a Mac, 1984 Macintosh. Wonderful little machine when it came out. Fantastic little machine, but I mean, you might be able to run, you know, the software that it originally came with, and maybe do a little bit of word processing, but that's probably about it. Again, that's the problem with the technology is that it's constantly evolving, and it seems like it evolves quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. And you know, there's going to come a time sooner rather than later for me where I'm going to say, well, you know, guys, I'm kind of probably bought my last iPhone, or I probably bought my last iMac, or I bought my last GoPro, you know, because you know, I'm not getting any younger, but the technology keeps changing. Even Justine said, you know, I wonder where tech's going to be in 50 years. I probably won't be here, but you know, hey, I'd like to be around to see what happens. But anyway, who knows? Who knows what the future will bring? But anyway, right now it's an exciting time to be alive, and it's a fun time to be alive, and it's a joyful time to be alive, and make videos for you all, and enjoy a pipe once in a while, and listen to the bird song, and enjoy, you know, beautiful, you know, autumnal, you know, the autumnal season, and have maybe a spiced latte, and eat some pumpkin pie, and visit with friends, and enjoy life. So, all right, well, thanks for watching. I'm going to see how this turned out, and I hope it turned out well. And if you're watching this, it turned out okay. So hopefully the audio is really going to be a lot better than it's ever been on a GoPro. Okay, we'll see you next time. Light up your world, light up your pipe, and thanks for watching. See you next time.